corruption in South Africa. This guy took a tender from the government. One of his companies that he was related to took a tender from the government. So it's corruption.
The guy has a history of fraudulent activity. Pule Mabe, a former ANC spokesman, he was charged with fraud in connection to 27 million rand. That's about $1.6 million. It was a government tender in South Africa. The case involves a contract between Gauteng's provincial government and the company Mabe, which failed to disclose its ties to Mabe. And I believe this thing will eventually be sorted out in court anyway. So Mabe allegedly.
Also, I want to say a good thing about South Africa. This case goes back to 6 years, but they've been using due process. I like the way South Africa has been patient and transparent in the situation.
Mabe allegedly received 25 million rand for 200 vehicles that had not yet been delivered, sparking investigation. So him and his wife.
And they're saying enough. Haba.
Can you imagine? Even his wife is part of the scandal. They've denied allegations, but I'm sure they're going to drill down. He's going to end up in court, and if he's found guilty, he'll be convicted. But they said this is not the first time he's being caught in this kind of.
He's also been charged for sexual assault.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so what I look at is that he took a tender from the government. So there's two things. He used his power in government to get the contract. To me, that one isn't so bad, so long as you deliver the products. But if I'm in the government and I do something that's supposed to help South Africa, and it's because I'm in government, that's bad, but it's not totally bad. But now when I get the money, I don't deliver the products.
Yes, now 200 vehicles.
To me, that's treason because it's based off of the soil, the money of our people, and we need to benefit. So it's two things. But I will agree that South Africa, they're giving him a chance. They even gave him bail. He doesn't have to stay in jail. You understand?
He's out already. All of them, I think they're about.
But I don't think that's bad because I think at a certain time, as Africans, we have to be strict with each other. Like if my son does something bad, I'll punish him, but I don't have to destroy him. So I'm going to say
there has to be a penal code.
So I think that he needs to be punished, but he doesn't need to stay in jail. He is not like he killed someone. What do you think, Saeed? Yeah.
I'm thinking we should check that man background or something. I think probably he's related to. No, I think we should trace his root or something. It might be maybe his grandfather or great grandfather is a Nigerian. You never can tell.
That one is good though.
And it's an indictment on ANC. Because he's a former
but you know what Saeed is saying? Eba de sweet, I will chop small. Let me chop small.
This is when I read about the story, this is a normal thing that our senators.
Oh, in Nigeria, this is small. In Nigeria, this one is small. This one is small in Nigeria.
I read the news and I'm like, we are familiar with this style already now. Now lawmakers, they will just take one of their family members company.
But on a serious note, though,
they will award the contract to the company. They receive their kickbacks. It's something. It is corruption over there, but our own here it is normal.
Our own is worse. But Saeed, one thing I can say: if you get the contract, at least deliver the goods because the people of South Africa need the goods.
There is a law. There is a law to it. They are not supposed to have anything to do with it at all.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is
what lawmakers are supposed to do. Yeah, I know, I understand, but even the law doesn't even permit them. What the law permits them to do is to tell the budget people that my constituency needs so. That is all.
You're right. So here's what I want to say.
A bidding process or something.
At least deliver the vehicles. At least deliver the vehicles.
Yeah, so here's what I want to say. The South African law is very good because now he stepped down. What I'm saying is that they shouldn't put him in jail for life or something like that. Just punish him, embarrass him, disgrace him, take away his job. But what I'm saying is that there's more important things in the world. But I agree with you. And I'm glad that South Africa has a constitution where they're strict. You can't do that. So what we want to say to him is don't do it again.
I think the court is going to free him or probably penalize him for some money.
Yeah. And so I think I can agree with you.
I don't think so. Would you agree? To jail or something.
Would you agree that maybe they need to give him a more harsh punishment so nobody else does this again? Do you think so? Yeah, I think so, maybe.
Yeah,
but do you think they should?
Think so, but
yeah.
No,
what are your
they
thoughts?
should. They should.
Yeah, they should. I'm trying to stay in the middle, but I think it's hurting our country, South Africa, Nigeria. This corruption has to stop.
First and foremost, maybe they look at their constitution and also the judiciary. They have a role to play in this. If the judiciary can keep to the rules or to the constitution of South Africans, at least that's facing the constitution or the penalty, what the constitution says about corruption. He faces the penalty and it comes out.
I think he should lose the contract. He should lose it and they take the money back.
Because if they don't look at things like this, they don't take it very seriously. They're encouraging other people.
And it will get worse.
Yes, and sometimes I ask myself, when people like this, they get involved in such type of things, they are not the only ones. They should have agents, guys all over that can be supporting them to block the loopholes, because they alone, they can't do it. So they have their people in places.
Let me tell you the truth. Ramaphosa Deo, he's the one running this whole thing, the president of South Africa.
Running the whole show.
Yeah, and he's more dangerous because he's destroying his country.
It's like the head of the mafia. Yeah, like you rightly mentioned, okay, he stepped down, but I think they should still drill down. Taxpayers' money is involved here. At least
they should seize all his money. Seize all his money
exactly.
that he used from that.
Yeah. At least if you are going to inflate a contract, deliver the services that is expected of you, because taxpayers' money is involved.
Yeah.